Navy Marines are occasionally spotted in our bay, but what's it like to live on one of them? Welcome back. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
And I'm Marcella Lee. If you're claustrophobic, this is definitely not a job for you. The Navy invited CBS 8's Steve Price to its base in Norfolk, Virginia, where he experienced the confined quarters of a submarine and spoke with the crew that included a sailor from Chula Vista.
Imagine living 400 feet below the surface in a confined space for months at a time. For today's Day in the Life of a Sailor training, we're going to take you on board a submarine. But first, some full disclosure. Because of top secret equipment on board the USS Albany, all the video you see inside the submarine was shot and cleared by the Navy. But even with those restrictions, you can still tell this is not the place for someone who's claustrophobic.
It gets really cramped, it's really tight, and you have to figure out how to get along with people.
Kind of getting in your way here.
And forget about privacy and personal space. This tiny room has 9 beds, but actually sleeps more than a dozen through a process called hot racking, where 3 sailors working different shifts share 2 beds. Unfortunately, there's not enough room on a sub to give all 120 sailors on board their own place to sleep.
It is what it is. Sometimes you get stinky people, but you kind of live with it. We use a lot of car air fresheners.
Chula Vista native Pedro Silva says everyone is so busy on a submarine, the days actually fly by pretty fast.
Living on board, it's kind of like a time machine, actually. So when you go down, you kind of lose all track of time just because of our tight schedule. They bring enough food to be self-sufficient for 90 days, but forget about phone calls home. Our only way of communication is emails generally, so. And depending where you are, you may go weeks without an internet connection, because the whole point of a sub is to not do anything that can get you noticed.
This is the way you got to think about it. Everyone's trying to hit you when you're the submarine, and your job is to make sure that they can't hit you.
One way to hide, find swimming shrimp. They're so loud in the ocean, they can throw off the enemy. And if that doesn't work...
This is the torpedo room. This is the weaponry, the majority of the weaponry that we carry on board the submarine.
Green means they're explosive, but beyond that, we weren't given many specifics. We were also prohibited from showing you the Albany's control room, but we can show you this submarine control simulator, where we learned how to navigate the vessel.
We'll go down to 300.
From my seat, I control the sub going up and down. The person next to me, left and right, it's relatively stress-free when everything is going smoothly, but on a submarine, you can suddenly have leaks that must be fixed while the vessel is underwater. And fires, which happen more than you'd think on a submarine, usually in the dryer, and they don't have firefighters on board to put them out.
If something goes wrong, you have to be able to deal with it yourself, which is why everybody is a damage control person on the submarine. Everyone does damage control. Surface ships, you've got guys who that is their job. On a submarine, everyone does it.
Submariner life isn't easy, which is why they get a bonus for agreeing to do it. But if this definitely isn't for you, maybe this is more your style. In our next Sailor for a Day story, learning how to protect dangerous waterways half a world away at Naval Station Norfolk. Steve Price, CBS 8.